You'll move on feeling like you've escaped or created your trust issues in the first place. Then eventually your mind will occasionally create scenarios that can push you and even your best friends apart.
Something like an intro to a Lil Wayne song. That's all y'all said in the promo. I said, oh, I like it.
Oh yeah, we in here.
Oh yeah.
What up, everybody?
Woo. How's everybody doing?
Fight through to get to this one.
Man.
Hurdles,
Technical problems left and
Made it.
right.
made it as we do here at the Arena Podcast. Everybody, thank you for listening. It's Hoodie Frankliano talking to you. I got Gut Check here. What's good, my brother?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in.
Joey Stank.
What's up?
And our guest tonight, Kxng Prince. What's good, bro?
Kxng Prince, I'm in the building. How y'all doing?
You here, man. The floor is yours tonight.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Here at the Arena Podcast, we like to give anybody that come through that door equal opportunity to let everybody know who you are. So go ahead and tell the people where you coming from.
Yes, sir. Alright, man. My name Kxng Prince, spelled with an X, not an I. That's very important. I'm an aspiring hip hop artist out of Irvington, New Jersey. You feel me? I've been making music. Recording wise, I've been recording for about 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah. But it goes back further than that. I've just been writing my whole life. But I'm here now to make a statement, trying to put on for the city.
Bet. Okay. Irvington, born and raised?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
So how's the music scene out there? I used to stop around Irvington a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I feel like we making our name right now. Like, we got people that's doing their thing. Everybody gonna come up.
Okay.
The first person to blow from Irvington has been Fatboy SSE.
Shout out to
Everybody
Fatboy.
know
Yeah,
Fatboy.
so,
You know, me and him, we from the same block, same area, everything.
I was right there. I used to be on Nesbitt.
Yes,
My
sir.
brands was
It's
on
good
Nesbitt.
to see that man take everything what he started to where he's taking it. That shit is inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to
He
do
all
that
about
same
the
way.
positive energy. So
Yes, sir. Fuck
definitely a
it.
blessing. That's what's up, man. So that's dope. You know what I'm saying? He out there making a noise. So are y'all working on something? Are y'all
Me and Fatboy?
y'all connected like that? You know what I'm saying?
I haven't spoken to Fatboy since. So
Okay.
yeah, it's not. We have project. Not projects. We have music together,
Tracks
like
together.
old music. I have a project called Rated R Superstar, the original one
Okay.
that I put out about 2 years ago, I think. And there's a track called Ready for War with him on it.
Okay.
Another artist named that legendary DJ J Hood.
Mm.
So I had J Hood on that. And that honestly, I wish I would have worked that record a little bit more, but
Yeah, it's
at
always
the
a goddamn-
time, this was before Fatboy became Fatboy.
Right.
So I've been had that record, and it just things fall through.
You got that in the safe still, so
Yeah.
everybody
Oh,
can
yeah,
pull
it's
that out.
still
Yeah,
available.
yeah.
Polish it up.
Available to be streamed, so it's still out there. So
Okay.
you can always go back and listen to that.
So let's explain Kxng Prince.
That's
Cause
it.
you Kxng Prince, like how we doing this here?
I get this all the time.
How we
It's
doing
cool.
this?
It's cool. Alright, so the name, it's a deep meaning to the name. The first meaning, Kxng Prince. Okay, so when the king dies, the next in line to become king is the prince.
Okay.
So that's my way of saying that my music and my impact on the culture would be so monumental that once I'm gone and no longer here, it'll still inspire a generation. So I'll still be the king no matter what.
That's dope.
And
Bro.
also,
That's dope and deep.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. And also because the X is in the name, when you look at a treasure map, X marks the spot.
Okay.
And so I took the I out and put the X in it to let people know it's like I'm the treasure that you're looking for.
Okay.
Everybody always say, "Oh, hip hop isn't the same. We need somebody." I'm that somebody.
Okay. All right. Bet.
So I'm here.
So just by the name, it sounds like you really put a lot of effort into what you're doing here,
Yeah.
which I feel like is important. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta sit down, map it out, put your plan together, execute.
I'm all about planning. Everything I'm always 5 steps ahead of everybody. Everybody, you should do this. Little do they know, I've done this
You've
already.
been.
It's already enriched.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, I take everything I do very serious. So
Okay. So let's talk about the plans then. What you got lined up for the year?
right now, I'm already in the year 2022. To be honest. I said, I'm always steps ahead. Like, I got this whole
Since you're there, what are the lotto numbers?
Right?
No,
You can be there with your lotto numbers here.
Just text them to me later. You know what I'm saying?
When I say
That's all.
I say
good with that.
I'm in the year 2022
Yeah,
with
that's all right.
with my preparation. I
I'll
don't
wait
know
2
about
years.
the lottery.
I'll wait 2 years just look them up.
If
You
I
know?
had a lot of numbers, I wouldn't be here right now.
No, I'm just saying, since you're 22, just like, just a little text,
Man,
a little telegram, and I guess it's waiting in the mailbox for me. That's cool.
He in 2022 with what he doing.
What I'm doing.
That's knee deep in the grind right there. Thinking ahead, you know what I'm saying?
For this year, right now, top of the year. Well, today's my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
Oh,
Happy birthday, my brother.
I turned 25 today.
Oh, salute.
Yeah, Aquarius baby.
Okay, young Kxng Prince.
Yes, sir. I just like an hour ago, I just finally released the cover art to my upcoming album, Wonder World 2.
Okay.
That I'm gonna release that. Oh, it's finally a date, everybody.
Drop the date
February
here.
21st.
Bam. And it's coming here this month.
This month, 21st, 21 is my favorite
dope.
number. So, cause I was born February 1st, so 21, 2, 1.
Got it.
Yes, sir. I got that tattooed on my arm. 21. I got that number.
Bet. All right. I might have to play that in the morning. Quick pick 3.
Man, let me get a piece of that if you win
0,
something.
2, 1.
Yo, how was your 21st birthday? Yo?
That's
My
it.
21st birthday.
Right?
Yeah, like
I
I
had to
was.
be the one.
Honestly, I'm really starting to.
One box.
I'm really just starting to go out and do more. On my 21st birthday, I was recording on my birthday. That's pretty much what I've been doing every year. I'm not really a partier like that. I just started getting into it more recently. But my 21st birthday, I was in the studio.
You got a lot of music out.
Yeah, I have a lot of music out.
A lot of music out.
Yeah.
So, how many official projects?
Official what you
I
mean?
feel like,
Mixtapes not included?
yeah, definitely mixtapes are included.
Oh shit. Well, if that's the case, alright, let me see. Alright, so my first mixtape ever, 2014, my first mixtape was called Rap Ain't Different from Coke. After that, I put out 007, still 2014, I think. After 007, I did A Cold Winter in Hell. This is SoundCloud days.
Okay.
But no, the first mixtape, Rap Ain't Different from Coke, is available on that Piff. That that was popping back in the day.
Yeah,
So I got my shit on there.
my bro still be sending me that pic.
Yo.
And then after that, my first official independent album I got on Apple Music. No, iTunes. Apple Music wasn't around. iTunes was Pitch Black.
Okay.
After Pitch Black, damn, this is a lot. That's just the beginning.
We
Pitch
still
Black.
in 14?
No, Pitch Black was 2015, I believe.
15, okay.
And then it was Harry Potter, the mixtape, which was actually that was the last one before Pitch Black.
Okay.
Harry Potter was the first. It was the first of the series in 2015, and then I put out Pitch Black, and then it was Harry Potter 2, the actual album, which was the transition. That's when I became the new Kxng Prince. I crossed over with a whole complete different sound. So after Harry Potter 2, there was Rated R Superstar, which I really don't count that as an official because Rated R Superstar was a body of work that I put together. It was a bunch of old records that I recorded like a year or two prior that I was never going to drop.
Okay.
And it was a period of time where I just wasn't putting out music for a while, and I figured I'm sitting on all this old music. I was like, let me just put it out just to see what it do, just to see what the reaction would be. It's one song on that project that still gets spun to this day called My Wings, and that song gets played a lot in other countries for some reason. I don't know why. It don't get played nowhere in the U.S. But when I check the stats, like China, Europe, like, Asia.
Yep.
This song with my wings is getting played.
That's dope.
Yeah, same thing with the show, right?
That's why I see that, and that's why I put the project out. So I'm like, let's see what we do.
Right.
And that one song, I guess that one song resonates with people. I guess.
Book a show over there.
Yo, for real, man.
Right. It's just like this show. This show, we started getting hits in Greece. We're getting hits in Canada.
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
One dude in Australia.
Right, one view.
There's one dude. Well, he got started with one, but
Hey,
there's one
that
dude in
counts.
Australia.
That one person counts.
He might have a house full.
You know?
Yo, for real. I get like mad spin for some reason in Great Britain.
Oh,
They
okay.
said I got like a 401% increase in listeners.
Wow.
In Great
They
Britain.
show love over there.
What's up?
Take that.
What's up? Make my Euro step.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
man. That's what's up, man. So, all right. So we got a lot of joints out there. Strategic with it, or it's just like
Oh no,
rapping?
no.
Just put them out.
Nah, it's not. Okay, so the reason why I had out so much music, and I know a lot of like my peers, they will always ask me why I have so much, and my plan was to build a foundation. So it's like, you know, these days it's a lot of artists, they're popping so fast off of one song, and then it's like it looks good, like they blow up. They ain't been rapping for a year. They get that one song, everything just start coming so fast. But then by next year,
They fizzle out.
they don't know what to do because now you gotta make that next song. That one song gonna fizzle out, like he just said. So now you gotta plan your next move. And a lot of people, they get stuck. They can't make that next hit, and they try to recreate what they already did.
Yeah.
That don't work. So my plan was I'm gonna put out projects of music, body of work, so that when I do get that one song that catches on, people can go back and realize like, oh, this nigga got a lot of music. He has a lot of body to work out.
Right.
And
Now they
90% of my tape that's available to be streamed is all fire. I'm just not discovered yet.
Right.
So it's like when that one song catch on, I was just talking to this with my barber. I said, yo, I'm gonna get that one song that catch, and when that one song catch,
That's it.
platinum, double platinum.
That's when
Gold.
the
It's just gonna keep
Go for
going.
it.
It's just gonna keep
Go
going.
for
So
it.
I already know it. So it's like I don't bother. It used to bother me that's like seeing all these upcoming artists getting on so fast. And then one of my mans, he just had to send me down. He was like, "Yo, don't even worry about that, because like when you get that one song and they see all this music that you got,
Right.
it's just gonna keep flowing like snowball."
And now you got way more control over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
As
I
far
know.
as-
I know my lane now. I know where I want to go. and how far
That's a
I can
big
take
help right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Just knowing your audience, how to attack.
And I was establishing my sound at first. It's like when you listen to my old music compared to my new music, anybody that listens to it, they all say the same things. Like you can hear the progression,
The growth.
and you can hear the growth.
That's important.
Yeah, it's very important because sometimes
Absolutely.
I go back and listen to it and be like, man, like
Mhm.
this is where I started. And to be honest, my old body of work, you know, some people they say, oh, my old stuff is trash. Mine wasn't trash. Mine wasn't trash. Like I'll be listening to my old stuff and I'm like, yo, this still kind of slack. It's not mixed or mastered the right way.
right.
But it's like now
The
that I
flow
got
is
that,
there, right?
the flow, I always had it. So it's like, man, like
I hear
I'm
you,
really
man.
proud of myself. So,
I hear you, bro. And you gotta be proud of yourself.
yeah, man.
If you don't believe in yourself,
Nobody else.
Yeah,
will.
nobody.
Yeah.
I might still believe in you though, because I'm just that kind
Hey,
of
man.
dude.
I was just talking.
One in a million.
Hey, for the people, I use that as motivation. When people don't believe in me,
Absolutely, you're
I
supposed
use that-
to.
My whole beginning was like people was just giving me the blind eye, and it used to make me upset. And I would just usually be like, you know what, I'm gonna just keep going. They gonna have to notice me at some point.
Yeah.
They gonna have to notice me,
Yeah.
and when you notice, you're not gonna be able to take your eyes off me. And one thing I'm starting to notice is like my fan base and my support system is growing little by little, but it's like once I catch your attention, I got it forever. Now they invest in everything I do, and everything is word of mouth. That's the best way. So it's like they'll tell other people, and it'll just catch on like that. And it's like I'm the type of artist. I'm bigger than just my music. Like I got a lot of body to work out, but I also do things outside of that. Like I have my own web series on YouTube
Okay.
called Ghost Stories.
Okay.
So it showcases my artistry from where I started up until now.
Okay.
And I kind of got the idea. One of my favorite artists, Wiz Khalifa. I used to in high school. he would have his web series that I would watch all the time.
Yeah, I used to watch
day.
that shit.
I still watch that shit to
I
this
used
day.
to watch that shit.
I still watch it, and I'm like, yo, like that's a dope idea. Like, at the time, nobody, like independent artists, nobody was doing that.
So how were you doing it? It's like you just got the camera following you around?
Yes, and like it's the way it's structured. It's not just random stuff on camera. It's like it's showing like a lot of studio footage. It's showing like just fun stuff like me shopping or something like that. Like, but I make it look like a show. In a sense. Like it's like a little TV show on the web.
Why'd you call it Ghost Stories?
Ghost Stories because the name of my group is Original Ghost Mob Creepers, and I came up with that with a friend of mine. He was my original producer that helped me started making music. Mm-hmm. His name is Royce. He's in the Marines now, so I don't get to see him and make music with him as often as I used to.
Gotcha.
But me and him started that whole movement.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. So you're currently in a group also.
How often?
Okay, so let me break that down. When I say group, I'm speaking of myself, but my multiple different personalities.
Okay.
I give them all each a name.
So now you just mentioned somebody.
But Royce is an actual person.
Oh, all right.
Right. Royce so he's part of that group. Royce is an actual person. That's an actual person. He was the producer that, like when I started in 2013.
So the producer acting person.
That's funny.
Yeah. Everybody else was
like me.
Multiple Kxng Prince.
Exactly.
You're like your own producer.
MF Doom?
Yeah, MF Doom.
I know who he is, but I never really sat down and like listened to him.
Because like that's what he has.
That's what he does.
That's what he does. Yeah.
Okay.
So like MF Doom got like multiple.
I used to post them like episode per month. Like I think I'm on season 3 right now, and each of them have about 7 episodes, I believe. I haven't been able to do any of them recently because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money on getting people to paying for the visuals and stuff.
Follow you
and I've really been trying to focus on my music because I have a plan. When he was asking me what my plans are, like I have a whole plan. And the Ghost Stories, I had to sacrifice something, and unfortunately, Ghost Stories was something that I had to sacrifice for the time being to get everything else
back to it though.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's not the end of it. It's just on pause right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So back to these personalities. Like, do you put music out underneath these people, or?
Well, see,
do you
I don't change when I put the music out. I don't change my name. It'll still be Kxng Prince because that would be confusing to the audience. Yeah. Like you got music out under several different names. That's just retarded.
Yeah. I mean, that's what MF Doom does. That's what I was asking.
Oh no, I know. I wasn't saying this to what you were saying, but like,
So I was asking.
I wouldn't. Yeah, but no, I wouldn't.
I had just stumbled across his music and shit, and he puts out music under different aliases, like you know what I'm saying.
So it's like when you go to search it up,
you have to look up
if
a whole
you put
new
up.
name.
Yeah, I'm not doing. See that may have
you get people to keep up with one of you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, this dude look just like this.
That may have worked back in the day.
But this dude's nicer though.
He's nicer. Yeah, he's nicer.
Whole time the same dude.
Like he'll drop a tape and he'll have different personalities on the tape, like featured. You know what I'm saying? And he'll even have personalities that disagree with each other.
I guess that's like a fresh feeling too.
See,
you always get a new artist.
Their attention span is too short for that.
Yeah,
but it might be perfect for their attention span because they like you. Then you put out somebody else's name. Now they like this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
This sounds just
like
this is Prince King.
Right? We ain't better than Kxng Prince. Follow this guy.
He biting.
Yeah, and they keep. That might be on something with that.
Double notice one person.
Damn. But see how it's just so many different ways. Like, who's to tell him he wrong?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It works for him.
Yeah, it's working. It's working.
Yep. We talking about him. You know what I'm saying? You came across him.
Yeah. That's why I stumbled across him.
It must be dope because you wouldn't mention him if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's all I got. No, because like, I thought that it was funny because I just found him.
Oh, really?
And then you mentioned about the you know what I'm saying, the split personality. I'm like, yo, wait a minute, what the fuck?
MF Doom, he's from like the 90s though.
Yeah. He's from the 80s.
You talking about?
Yeah, so my new generation wouldn't be hip to that. Like I know of MF Doom.
Right. I ain't Pete. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I never sat down and
Okay. Yeah. All right. But you know, it's like how X used to have split personalities, but it was still X. Yeah, DMX.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
He
still DMX. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
That's dope though.
Yeah.
What,
There's like a few people who do that though. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Mac Miller. But he used to do the same thing though. He used to. So he was Mac Miller, and then his like producer was like Larry Fishman or like
Larry Fishburne or something like that. Yeah.
Larry Fishburne, and then he used to put out like production under that alias.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I thought that shit was dope too.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your motivation.
Back to you, man.
What keep you going?
Failure.
Okay.
It's like I use a lot of my music. I make it sound as fun as possible. But when you really listen to what I'm saying, I'm really talking about real life situations. Okay. And a lot of people that listen to my music, they always tell me about how they can relate to a song. So my motivation is the struggles that I go through in life. I don't let nothing discourage. Well, we all get discouraged sometimes, but I don't let nothing keep me down. I put it in my music almost immediately. Like after something happens, I ponder on it, and it'll hurt me for that time being, but I always bounce back and I put it in the song. And the song always turn out to be one of my most favorite songs because I'm talking about real things.
Right, and it has real meaning to it.
Yeah,
real meaning.
It hits you versus like something else. You know.
And then it's like when you people always say I always tell other people like when they ask me for advice. It sounds cliche, but really the key to this music or anything is really being yourself because when you saying what you mean and how you really feel, people are gonna gravitate to it, towards it because you never know what somebody else may be going through. Yeah. So like you tell your story, it's 100 people probably feeling that same thing, but just can't talk about it or can't put it into words.
Right. And people can tell it's real. You know?
People can tell. People can always
when you
say
fake. It comes across.
Right. Yeah.
You know, sometimes it may not be immediate, but it'll come across.
Oh, while we on this topic, it's something that I wanted to clarify. I did a last podcast interview. Shout out to the Illest Girls Next Door. I did one with them, and I had a controversial statement on it where I said I don't like North rappers. And I want to kind of clarify that. And just to be clear, I'm not taking back nothing I said because I stand on every single thing that I said. But I did say that sentence wrong. It's not that I don't like North rappers because I actually have a lot of respect for a lot of North rappers that I listen to on a daily. What I don't like the route that North rappers are taking. So that's what I just wanted to clarify. It's a lot of dope people, but I feel like the route that a lot of North artists are taking is way too similar to the Chicago sound. And I feel like it's like a copy and paste type of method. It's like you hear something and you get really inspired by it, but you get stuck in that lane. And it's like there's too many dope people out here for it to be just one sound. Okay. And that's what I have an issue with. It's like it really bothers me because it's like I'm listening to all these different rappers and I'm like, yo, like you can really do something with this if you was just you boxing yourself in. Like it's always murder, selling drugs, and being in the trap. It's like, all right, that's cool. And somebody in the comments they said, well, just because you can't relate to it doesn't mean that they're not going through these things, doesn't make it less real. That's true. But it's like I'll try to give the analogy like movies. It's several different superhero movies with the same plot and same kind of story, but it's all get the girl, but get out of there alive. It's all filmed differently. Right. You feel me? Every director, every movie doesn't look the same. Right. You feel me? So like you can tell that same story.
Yeah, the concept be the same.
The concept can be the same, but give it to them in a different way. That's not a copy and paste. It's like you can't write a book and have the cover of that book and put out your own version with the same exact cover. You can't do that. It's called plagiarism. You're getting sued for it. You feel me? So that's really the message I was trying to get across, and I came off a certain type of way. So that's all I wanted to clarify.
Okay. So North rappers was on your heels after.
Oh no! They actually wasn't. You had a few.
Of course not, though.
You had a few who disagree with me, but it was actually a lot of. I noticed they didn't want to say it in the public in the comments, but it was literally like 50 to like 80 people who was DMing me like, yo, everything you saying is true. Like, I had to really think about it. At first they was mad, but then it was like, after they thought about it, they was like, yeah, I was right. So like, I know people feel this way. People just be scared. I'm not scared to say something that's on my mind. And if I say something, I'm gonna stand on it because I believe in what I'm saying. And so,
I mean, shit. It ain't just Newark though.
It ain't just
I'll tell you
Newark.
that.
But that's where I'm from, Jersey. So
man.
it's like I really want better for where I'm
I
from.
feel you.
Cause people, alright. So it's like people outside of Jersey. You ever notice when the name Jersey comes up, they're like, oh, Jersey. Like people kind of don't respect Jersey. Yeah. So it's like, well, that starts with us. We gotta have respect for ourselves.
Right.
And we really have to make our own lane, our own sound. We gotta kick that door down and let people know we're not playing with them.
Right. So I agree, man. One thing I want to say about a lot of Jersey artists is it's too much competition. It's too competitive within each other.
That's the East Coast period. It's the
East Coast period.
Instead of like,
it's getting. What I will say, it is getting better, slowly but surely. Like I feel like people are starting to realize that we gotta stay together, and I'm starting to see it a lot more than like maybe a year or two ago compared to then. It's getting better, but I feel like we could be doing a lot more.
Absolutely, I agree, man. I like a lot of the music that come out of Jersey though.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
But how you feel about the battle rap scene?
The battle rap scene?
Yeah.
I love it.
The battle rap, that's a whole different animal.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy? A lot of females love it too.
Yeah.
Sometimes it be shocking me to see how much females are really being
into it, right?
Really being invested. I'm like, damn, some of y'all like this shit more than me. Like, I don't watch it that often, but when I do catch it, like it always got my attention. Like Shoot Surface the Ivy, like he's like number one to me.
How you feel about the battle rap scene?
I feel like just because I feel like Jersey is strong with the battle rap, that's why I like it.
Oh yeah.
Just because
I feel like that's what we are the strongest right now.
That's why I love it for that reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like battle rap is the only thing that's unified in Jersey. If you think about it.
People, they're coming together for that.
Quick.
They're coming together for that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
definitely coming together.
It's
for
based
that.
off of getting at each other. That's the only thing that's unified versus the fucking
Ain't
music.
That some shit?
Battle rap is hard. I couldn't.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like I always tell people all the time, like get a little hot head. I be telling people like that's a different type of artistry.
It's hard and it's easier in different ways because they don't gotta be
you just say whatever
on the beat.
So you know why
so
I feel
your
like
timing
it's
is
hard
all
for me?
completely up to you.
It's the fact that
But the key is getting to know who you battling.
I'm just
right.
And then stabbing them with the stuff.
Right.
I'm just
They didn't know you knew.
Right.
You know
I just
what I
don't
mean?
know how they
why
memorize all that in a short period of time.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
That's where you got me at. I'll write some fire, but when it's time to deliver it,
I'm gonna forget it.
Yeah.
I'll start freestyling. It's
like,
boom, it's over.
That, you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna body myself.
And then they gotta do it with all the hands and all that.
For those minutes that you said, you gotta mean what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to feel it. You know what I mean?
Because they will
that
push
shit hit
Yeah.
like that.
You know what I mean? For you not to forget it.
You can tell.
You gotta mean it. You know what I'm saying?
Now remember, I don't know if y'all used to watch Sirius Jones. I used to always feel like
hell
his used to be completely off the top. Because sometimes here in the middle of history, he just started dissing what you wearing. You know what I'm saying? Dissing people in the crowd. Like how you couldn't prepare for that. You ain't know I was gonna wear this hoodie. You know what I'm saying? But they go with the whole.
They definitely incorporated with actual freestyle.
Right. But you can tell some of them just straight whatever they wrote stick to it. You know what I'm saying?
You know who I feel bad for? Cassidy.
Yeah, man.
Because it's like some people just don't know. Some people just don't know when to hang it up. It's like he had his time already. It's like, bro, you are already respected, solidified.
He was at the top of all of that.
Still solidified, but it's like now it's like
hit no bars. It was
I used to bootleg his CDs back
Facts.
They used to body everything.
My father used to have all the Cassidy joints. I see. That's really how I got into music. Like my father, like we have our differences, but when I was a kid, he always played lots of like straight gritty music, like a lot of Wu-Tang, a lot of DMX, a lot of Max B, who's now one of my favorite rappers. So it's like I'm in the back seat. I'm just taking everything in, not even knowing it back then, but I'm just taking all that in. And what I do is like it's like ingredients to me. It's like I take my favorite things from different artists and put it into one pot to create me.
Right.
And yeah, that's how I definitely appreciate all the music that I'm well listening to.
So yeah, back then Cassidy, man, he was a whole beast, and now he getting ate up.
It's like it's almost like he's tarnishing his own legacy.
Putting out these 8-minute freestyles.
Yo,
like, come
it's
on,
because
man.
he sounds so. I was bootlegging his shit when Cassidy, the Hustler vs. the Problem dropped.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, like what?
That's when he was right at.
That was like
peak.
what 03 or 05?
Yeah, you know what I'm
like
saying?
03,
And he sound the exact same.
Yeah, his
all
voice,
of that album.
That's
his
the
voice
problem.
don't change. Like, he got that monotone
the
voice.
same
Yeah.
bars.
It's like him
come on,
and Fabulous,
That's what I'm
Jada Kiss, their
saying,
voices
man.
don't change. Like it's the same.
But
voice.
see, the thing with Fabulous, he sound the same.
vocally, but he
Right.
adapts
He
very
adapts,
well.
you know what I'm saying?
Very well.
So you can learn shit from
Yo, he's
Fab.
fucking
Whatever.
Mr. Studio Flow,
hold on.
man.
His last
and
project,
just make it his. Like,
Which one?
damn, what's the name of that?
that
shit?
Summertime Shootout shit.
What's the name of it?
Summertime Shootout 2.
No, three. Just
Three.
That shit fire. That's the first.
All of them fire.
Yeah.
See, I didn't
All
really
Summertime Joints
really
fire.
like the first two. I think maybe I need to go back to them because
I
at the
like
time,
the first two.
See, at the time when the second one came out, that mixtape dropped exactly when No Ceilings 2 dropped with Lil Wayne, and everybody shit on that mixtape,
Exactly.
bro. I encourage everybody to go back and listen to it. That mixtape is fire, bro.
What's that one? When he had that Saint Elmo's Fire.
Who?
Fabulous.
He had the what?
Saint Elmo's Fire. Like Saint Elmo's Fire.
Oh, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? That dude Michael, what the fuck is his name?
You talking about one
Fabulous tape. Soul tape. Soul
Tape.
tape.
Oh.
Soul tape 2 is
Yeah.
fire.
Soul Tape
man.
2 definitely
It's
was fire.
mixtapes. The same thing with Kiss. They mixtapes.
It's
Fabulous
the album
and the
flopping, man.
Fabulous
I
and
wish
Kiss.
we
They
could get them
mixtapes
shits
be
on the
better than
streaming
the albums.
platforms.
Yeah.
It's just the albums be.
Yep.
That's
It's just flop.
you know
man.
that's the difference between a mixtape and an album. I be trying to people like, oh, it's no difference. Not today, it's not a difference, but back then there was a difference.
Oh,
Mixtapes back then was literally music that wasn't cleared by your label,
Right.
so it was put out for
On the
free.
mixtape, exactly.
That was a mixtape. I be trying to explain that to people. They be looking at
But
me
that's
like I
still,
got some
I feel like that's still current, right?
Yeah, hell
It's
yeah.
not. No, it's not. Anything that's put out on the streaming platform, they'll say it's a mixtape.
Oh, that's because you
it's still
can't.
an album.
That's because you can't choose if it's an album or a mixtape. It's either
Yeah,
a single or
like,
album.
bro, if you're getting once you put this out and you making revenue off it, it's an album.
But see, you're right. But you can't put out tracks that you don't own on your album. You could.
Yeah,
But
but
you should.
eventually
but
get
they don't.
sued,
It's not.
eventually.
They don't really do that no more though. Like, when was the last time you heard a project today and they didn't? It wasn't clear.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So,
Yeah, a lot of
so it
people,
all
yeah.
still fit the criteria,
Right.
But it's like
It's
not
like if you
labeled like
drop
that.
if you drop something on SoundCloud, it's like, and you're not gonna put it out. It's just like a loose single.
Yeah, that's the mixtape.
Nobody puts out a whole body of work that's not clear about. They're not gonna do
clear,
that. They
yeah.
want to make money from it.
Right,
So
right.
like anything that you, that's my only problem with these.
Shout out
artists,
Solo. What's up?
Stop putting out these YouTube major artists. Stop putting out these bodies of projects and saying, "Oh, this isn't my mixtape." Like it's niggas that's been out for like 3 years with like 4 projects, and then saying, "Oh, this is my debut."
So you saying like Dave East, for instance?
he's.
I thought I could have sworn all of those was albums.
They are albums, dog.
Like he used to say they was albums then, and now
albums.
nobody. I remember.
There's all tapes now.
I seen them on some shit on. It was like Good Morning New York. And it was like Dave East said to promote his debut studio album.
A lot of
like,
artists
got like
do that.
4 albums. Like she fucking up. Like
Yeah,
even
one of my favorite artists, Young Thug, did that shit. I'm like, bro, like he's
I
calling
feel you,
so
I
much
feel
fun
you.
his debut, nigga. What?
Right, right. You got a whole,
That's not no debut, nigga.
got a whole dozen of projects
Yeah,
that
like,
I've
you
been
been
vibing to
in the
these
game 7
past
years.
10
Like, what you
years.
talking about?
Now you put your first album out.
Like, no.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
I
even
agree.
me, like say me, like I have about 5 project outs that would be different. Like once, say I get a major record deal,
Yeah,
or not
that
even
would be the
that's really my debut because
Yeah,
I got all these bodies of work.
Right,
But this is my first time being brought to the public on a major level. So that's different.
Yeah.
But when you're an established artist and you've been out for like 5 years,
Right.
Terminology.
like
albums.
I feel like they do that.
Redman
when a project like
studio
flops.
album.
Yeah, like they got something to do with that.
Terminology's debut album.
They got something to do with that.
Bro, we done got tired of you already. What are you talking about, man? So, I want to talk about how do you balance the music with regular life? You got kids?
Nope.
Okay, so that tip the scale a little more towards the music.
But you work though, right? But you work though, right?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
because usually like people come up with like, oh yo, I do music 20. You know what I'm saying? My only
Right.
thing is just music. So someone who does
That may be
jobs,
true
you
for
know what I'm
some
saying?
people.
Someone who works
Right.
also like.
Yeah, I use my job to support my music. Like to keep it all the way at being with y'all. Like that's really the reason why I'm always broke. Because like my version of being broke versus other niggas, like niggas just be broke for real. But like my version of being broke is like I seriously like as soon as I get my check, immediately it goes to something music related 9 times out of 10. But that goes back to why I was saying I have a plan. Like I'm only doing 2, maybe 3 albums this year before I leave Jersey because I'm moving to Atlanta. But I'm trying to record my last 3 before I go.
Okay.
So this way, when I'm done with my last 3 projects, I don't have to record no more music for a while because I'll have out like 8 official albums.
Okay.
So it's like from that point on, I'm gonna just market myself better. I feel like that's the
Get it all
area.
in the market.
That's the area I need to grow and improve as an artist. I need
That's a
to
good
improve on
idea.
my marketing.
I feel like that's a good move.
That's a great
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Atlanta, yeah.
Even I was saying.
People
I was
already
saying,
tell me now
stuff
that I
like
sound like an Atlanta artist. I kind of don't like that because, like, I need you to understand I am from New Jersey. But, like, I get it. Like, some of my music may not have that too. We don't have our own sound yet. That's going back
That's
to
the
what
thing, right?
That's what I was going back to saying about
Right,
the
right,
rappers.
right.
Like, we need to have our own sound.
It's
so
been a
people can
problem
stop
for a
saying,
long time.
Yeah, like even from back then, like with the Redman days, EPMD and shit, that was always like a New York sound even back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jersey never had its official sound.
It's gonna
you know
come.
what I mean?
But what artist got the closest to what you wanted to sound like?
Who, Jersey as a whole?
Yeah.
Fetty Wap.
I don't want Jersey to sound like that.
No, but okay, but you may not want to, but nigga, the fact is, Jersey is.
I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking,
I'm
an artist.
I'm laughing because when he said that, both of y'all faces were like,
But this is what I'm saying.
And that's okay.
Now let's just say we in the studio. The meeting right now. They looking for that type of artist. I'm gonna stand back. I don't want to even be that artist. You know what I'm saying?
But no, your question was who was the closest to it.
Well, I was saying to your liking, who's the closest to the Jersey sound that you will, you know what I'm saying? That you feel
Fetty
like.
Wap, and I'm explaining why I say Fetty Wap. I say Fetty Wap because Fetty Wap was the first hip hop artist from Jersey in years since like Queen Latifah or whoever. Who you said? Redman and who was it? EPMD?
Yeah, EPMD.
That was years ago. That was back in the 90s. Fetty Wap is the first hip hop artist since then to blow from Jersey on a superstar level, and it's like no one sounds like him.
Right, he smacked them, and he definitely sound unique.
He sound when you hear his voice, you know it's him. So that's why I would say Fetty Wap.
But for that to be the sound of the, you know what I mean?
Well, we don't have one.
But you want that to be it?
I'm not saying I want that to be it, but your question was, who is the closest that we have to? Was the question.
All right, what about a sound like,
now, if you saying what do I want us to sound like, that's a whole different question.
What about?
Yeah, well then that.
All right, yeah. So what do you want to?
Yeah.
Let's go that way.
Me. Me. I feel like I'm gonna be.
That's why I didn't ask that way the first. But that's how you're supposed to feel like that.
I'm saying, bro.
You got a dope sound too, though, and your sound kind of different. We're gonna get into some music, but since we started late, we're gonna just chop it, and play the music at the end.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying? But you heard of All Star Great?
I have not.
He got a dope sound. He underground though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What about I would, but see, Arsenal is like
it's different.
Arsenal's. I like his regular songs too. There's not too many battle rap artists that put out regular tracks that I like.
Yeah.
He is one of
If
them.
we talking about this, we gotta mention Sue Surf.
Suser, absolutely. I feel like he's a better writer than a battle rapper.
Absolutely. I feel like Sue Surf, he has the most potential that I personally see right now. But Sue Surf, it all depends on him. Like if he wants to be on that major level, I feel as though Surf would just have to master his hook game. Cause the lyricism, the storytelling, he's got that mastered.
Absolutely.
But if he can make like a party record or a radio friendly record, I feel like that would be beneficial. But then again, who knows? Because in these days, you never know what a pop. You feel me? You could have a song with no hook and it go double platinum.
Right.
Yeah. So like, who's to say? Yeah. But I think it'd be worth a shot for him to make a nice club record. Hell yeah, I feel like that he'd be out of here.
What do you think, yo? For Jersey, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
For me, I think I would say, like,
from mainstream artists or
just in general. Like, if I had to pick a sound, like, say for someone who's out right now, like who ain't like blow like that, but if I had to pick someone that I think Jersey should sound like, I would say like Impact or something along those lines.
That's a new artist. Y'all gave y'all a list of people that's known, but I can give y'all a list of people who I feel like is gonna blow, and that's gonna be the defiant sound.
Let's talk about
it. Yeah.
All right, these are also shout outs as well. All right, so you got Samad Savage.
Samad.
Yeah, him too.
Right.
Blaze the Rebel.
Blaze, yep. Jay Wonder.
Yeah, him too. Yeah, Jay Wonder. Yeah, he's dope too.
Dom Two Time.
Okay, I haven't heard of him.
You haven't heard of him, but you gonna know who Dom Two Time is. I'm telling you right now.
Get him on the show.
Oh, he gonna be up there.
Yeah,
he already know. I'm plug him. Grizz Gates. Well, he calls himself El God. I've been trying to get him to change his name for the longest, but I'll call him Grizz Gates. But he goes by El God right now. He is so fire, bro. But I've been trying to like give him tips like on marketing. Like he has to market a little bit more. But those people that I named, I feel like that'll be once one of us get our shine.
Cause y'all, it's all
everybody can.
And that's where the unity gonna come because y'all all working already.
Exactly.
Now out of the 5 that you named, 2 of them been here, and
I know somebody.
Blaze the Rebel. I heard of him too. I like a lot of his stuff too.
Blaze, he was just on the Netflix series.
Right. With Cardi B and the Flow.
The Flow. Shout out
he was up there.
That was dope.
And he capitalizing off of that.
Facts.
I see what he's doing over there. His marketing is he got some nice marketing.
And he does his own like he's dope because like he does his own visuals. Like he shoots them himself and edits them himself.
I be seeing him shooting other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh yeah. Obviously he was supposed to do a video for me, but I just be moving and running so much. It's like I don't ever want to tell somebody I'm gonna definitely do something. I may reach out and say, yo, I see what you're doing. Boom, boom. But I don't want to say, oh,
let's lock it in.
Yeah, until I'm ready because I'll be having so much going on. But yeah, Blaze is definitely doing his thing right now.
If the sound went in that direction with those artists, I would definitely be proud of that. You know
see, and there's the flip side too. It's like I support those people wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Personally, though, I'm not into the fast rapping.
What do you call it?
I figure
double time.
Like
it's like I feel like for me that there's like a time and a place.
Yeah, and there's some artists.
So
to, like,
Jay Wonder,
shit like that.
he can do both.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, I think me and Jay Wonder actually performed at the same showcase back in 2015.
Okay.
I remember that. That's when I first met him.
And Samad Savage too.
Yeah.
That nigga's moving.
Yeah.
He is moving.
He do everything. He produce.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He holds his own showcase.
Right.
Showcase twice.
At the Montclair joints?
Yeah.
Okay.
I performed there twice, and the last time I performed there, that shit shocked me. That was the first time I performed for a crowd. Like, I didn't know anybody in there. Like a lot of people, they come, they bring their friends, they bring their own crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I like genuine reaction. So I'm gonna come by myself, and if y'all boo me, y'all boo me. But that was the first time I performed, and like you felt the fucking room.
The energy,
like,
I was shocked.
I didn't win the competition, But y'all niggas ain't about to tell me I ain't had the best performance. When I was, bro, after I performed, the room was buzzing for a good 5 minutes. Like, they wanted me to perform again. They kept like, when's the song dropping? When's the song? The Too Lucky freestyle. They're like, yo, drop that shit now, nigga. Drop it right now.
That's that that bass.
That was one of Dr. Close moments.
I'm not sure. I haven't been there.
Yeah, it's like a basement feel. I know you seen 8 Mile.
Yeah,
it was like that type of environment, but smaller.
I seen,
okay.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Papa Left won that shit, I think, one time. This dude that I fuck with. Papa Left.
Was it a white guy?
The Jewish dude?
I think so, yeah. He was fire, though.
He's nasty.
He was nasty.
He's nasty.
He actually shocked the fuck out of me. I ain't gonna lie.
He wanted to come on the show, matter of fact. He said he said a couple tracks in. Yeah, Papa Left.
Yeah, link him up.
Yeah, he's nasty, man. Yeah, he's dope.
Okay. All right, man. I got a few more things here. We got this game I like to play. It's called Real Talk or Nah, you know what I'm saying? But before we get there, of course, I gotta say, rest in peace to the GOAT,
man. Yo, that shit hurt me, man.
That shit caught me off guard, bro. They called me hello. I think it called everybody off guard.
First, I didn't even think it was real.
Yeah.
Nobody thought it was real. Everybody thought it was fake.
Cold,
like, and then it was so abrupt, like out the blue.
Right, you just like right in the middle of the day, like
that shit happened during my work week. You know what I'm saying? So I
was sleeping the shit was so real.
Like, I woke up to the news.
Managers was coming. They was like my managers. They're like, yo, you seen Kobe? I'm like,
yeah, man, I couldn't believe that shit.
So, you know, I'm sure I can speak for everybody that's here at the table when we say we sending our blessings to the families of all the
people.
Everybody,
man. Yo, because they lost, there was one family, they lost both parents and a daughter, yo. You know what I'm saying? Left 2 kids behind.
It hurts more as a parent than the basketball fan.
Yeah, that's what hurt me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I felt sick after that, man. You know what I'm saying? I went home and seen Lay, like, come here, like, you know what I'm saying? Just grab your leg, you know what I mean?
Make you want to reach out to all your loved ones.
Yeah, man, it's fun.
Because you gotta let people know you love them while they still here. Give them their flowers while they still here. Absolutely. You could be going just like that.
Absolutely. I want to send a personal shout out to everybody that's been with me during these times. Me and my wife, she lost her mother. My mother-in-law passed away out of nowhere, man. She was a young lady, 55 years old, taken way too early. That was my wife's best friend. You know what I'm saying? So she home with all the family, probably listening right now. Send me some drinks because I'm coming home soon. But baby D, we love you. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Man, you just like my bro Kxng Prince said, really just gotta cherish every moment because you really just never know. And the older I get, the more that makes sense because it's just like that.
I just lost my second grandmother. I think a month ago.
Sorry,
peace, man.
We just gotta keep going and doing what they want us to do. That's be successful, be us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Put out good energy, be good people out here.
Absolutely, I see that every day.
Respond. That's what it comes down to. All right, so we're gonna end it with the listeners' favorite part of the show, their favorite game, America's favorite game, New Jersey.
America's favorite game. You know who we are.
Real talk or nah?
Real talk or nah?
Break it down.
We gotta come up with like theme music today now.
Right? Don't work on that. DJ Wi-Fi, work on that. All right. For those that don't know, as well as Kxng Prince's first time here, real talk or nah, I got 3 statements here. Okay? One of them.
Pretty sure gonna be able to. It started with 2 statements, right? Now
we had to up.
You know, now I'm gonna wait. I got 11 statements here.
They're completely random.
2 out of these.
Completely random.
Random people or celebrities?
That's all. It might be a celebrity, it might be an animal, it might be a state
one
fact,
of them might
be an ocean. All right, no, one of them is an actual fact.
Okay.
2 of them
is
not.
Have my test sheets later.
Okay. All right. The first statement is your nostrils move every time you move your eyes. The second statement is cherries catch on fire if you put them in a microwave.
What?
The last statement is more people die from taking selfies than shark attacks.
I believe that.
One of those is an actual fact, my brother.
I believe that.
I believe in the last one.
And
That
the
was-
selfies,
I would
man.
believe
Yeah,
that.
the selfies one sounds
Yeah.
real, man.
Yeah, so,
But
We
the
just
way
gonna roll with,
the way you look at me, man, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like it ain't.
I believe that.
we gonna roll with the selfies. That's it. We locking in on the selfie answer.
Yeah, I'm locking with. What was the second statement?
About the
Cherries catch on fire if you
How
put
do
them
you
in a
even?
microwave.
Who even takes the time to
Nah,
figure that?
nah,
How do you
so-
figure that out? Like who?
Yeah,
puts a
I don't think
cherry
that's
in the
real.
microwave?
I don't think that's real.
Yeah, I'm not
the
familiar
cherries.
with that one.
And the first one is the
I'll
nostril
be mad
with
as
the
hell.
eyes.
That's a fact.
All right, so real talk or nah, more people die from taking selfies than shark attacks.
That's true, right?
That's real talk.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some. Have you seen some of those? I've seen some of those.
I got some
That's messed
examples
up.
here, yo.
Like driving.
They
probably.
say falling
Yeah.
off of a high like building,
Yeah.
hit by train, electrocuted, and somebody got eaten by a bull trying to take a selfie during a bull run.
Eaten by a bull.
Well, gored.
I'm about to say,
Oh,
I'm not there.
He got chewed
What's
on.
up with that
Tried to eat
bull?
him.
bull.
Yo,
Tried to eat him.
I was a hungry
dang.
That's how coronavirus.
Yo,
fucking
I
I
saw.
was about to say.
I saw when that guy stood on the edge of his building.
It fell, right?
No, the edge of the building gave.
Oh,
Yo,
I
yeah.
think I seen that.
Like the bricks came
I
off,
seen that.
and his
yeah.
leg slipped off.
Yeah.
Wait, quick question. We still gonna talk about this Wonderworld album, right?
We're gonna get to it.
Oh, I was making
now,
sure.
are these off of that? I got the freestyle. What about
The Too Thuggy freestyle is not. That's off of a previous album.
What about the bad?
That's off.
All right. We're gonna get there, bro. I got you for real.
Okay.
But real quick, the cherry shit was bullshit.
Of course.
But grapes, if you put them in the microwave, they catch on fire.
Really? What? I'm gonna try that out.
Word is born. That's a fact.
I gotta see
And
that.
then how about the nostril?
And the nostrils is false. It's your eardrums move every time your eyes move. Even though your ears are not connected to your sight in no kind of way, they move when your eyes move every single time. So
Learn something new every day.
that's it. You know?
Alright.
And then back to it because you know the music is why we here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about the project because you briefly mentioned that it was on the way, but you ain't giving the date. Can we give them the date?
I gave him the date.
Yeah.
Well,
So
give me the
February
date again.
21st.
Yeah,
All right,
21st.
pardon me, because sometimes I'm trying to hit you with the next question.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I might have missed the date, but
I just finished the album.
I can't
finished it
believe
yesterday.
now that you say it, February 21st, I didn't miss it. I just fucking
Yeah, you just
forgot.
Just slip.
Pardon me.
It's cool. It happens.
We had a whole 21.
Yeah,
Yeah, we talked about it for at least 21 seconds.
Yeah, that's good. I was gonna mention, but I didn't.
You know, sometimes you gotta let me hang myself, but then I'll be right back, man. I take the slow bus sometimes, but I get there.
That's alright. You was brave, baby.
Word. All right, so let's talk about the project.
Okay.
All right, hit me with the title again.
Wonderworld 2.
Wonderworld 2. When did Wonderworld 1 come out?
Wonderworld 1 came out almost exactly a year ago on March 13th.
All right, so it's still pretty fresh.
Yes.
What you want to talk about that album? Do you have some features on there?
I have one feature on the album, which is Dom Two Time, who I mentioned earlier. Me and Dom make really good music together.
Okay.
He was the only feature on my last album as well, which was, well, not my last album, but the first Wonderworld. He was the only feature on that one too. I usually don't have a lot of features on my projects because, one, to be honest, I really just I didn't really know a lot of different artists at the time, and two was because personally I just wanted to show people that I don't need nobody. Like I can do this by myself. And I can do it so well that I can make you believe that it's more than one person on that song. Like people would ask me, like, "Yo, who is this? Who is on the second verse?" And it's me. It's me. I just know how to alter my voice and tweak certain things. I feel proud of that.
Okay, so let's talk about the production side. You don't do the beats, right?
Lord, yo, shout out to my production team. No, I don't do the beats. To answer your question.
Okay.
I have a very strong production team. Like. And they each one of them are very special in their own way. You got some people from the UK, and you got some people from here in the States, and there's this one kid named Pedro. He from Brazil. Shout out to you, Pedro. Yo, Pedro, this kid is different. Like
cooking them up and sending them over.
boy, I will bet everything on this kid. Like when I blow, I'm making sure this nigga blows. Like he can be the next super producer, and I will put him up against anybody. I'll put him up against Southside. You know who Southside is, right? He's the leader of 808 Mafia.
Okay.
I would choose Pedro over Metro, Southside, Sunny Digital. I'm putting all bets on Pedro. This kid he's like monumental, bro. Like, his beats is crazy. Like he's on majority of my last 3 projects. I would say Wonderworld one. I first met Pedro when I did the Walking Through Fire project, which is probably my most successful project. That was the more aggressive side of me. That goes back to the personality. Mm-hmm. Walking Through Fire was more of Kxng Prince, LaPhantom. Mm-hmm. And LaPhantom, that's my aggressive side. That's when I started making music. I was making music just straight rapping, straight aggressive lyrics. Walking Through Fire was more of that. And without autotune, I started to notice that a lot of my listeners was requesting that I make music without it. Okay. Because they wanted to hear my natural voice. And it took a while for me to get comfortable with that, because for a long time I hated my natural voice, because I felt like if you're going to say some aggressive shit, your voice got to be aggressive. And I just don't have an aggressive voice. Like, unless I'm like really angry, like you know I'm serious. But it's like my voice, I felt like it was just mad, like soft kind of. So that's why I would always just sing, and I strayed away from the aggressive shit. But what I learned is just with everything else, just put your own personality into it, and it worked. Because now a lot of my most popular songs is that. Okay. And females love it. Like, they love when I talk that street shit. Okay. And I'm like, I need to tap more into that. Wonderworld 2 is actually going to be one of the last projects I do for a while with this type of sound. Like, the next project after Wonderworld is straight back to what Walking Through Fire was. Okay. It's like just straight greedy bars. Okay. But back to the topic, the production on this album is crazy. We got Prince Trill on there. Salute to him. I believe he's from Florida, if I'm not mistaken. You got Southside D, DW, Ty Hart. He's actually really dope. He started growing into becoming an artist as well.